We're live again. Hopefully we don't lose everyone again. I deleted those other feeds too, so if you guys were with us when we were just live, we're back. We are back. And now it's almost 7.
Yeah, that's our usual time though. We try to go for 6:30.
We are pretty late usually.
You know.
And to be fair, it's usually my fault. Alrighty.
Party time, boys. Let's get fired back in here. We'll see once I get some comments up. We'll see where we left off. Or I don't even know.
I got some comments online. Pop out chat. Ooh, look at that. Didn't know I could do that. Pop the chat out. Sorry, guys. We're kind of a little annoyed here. The feed messed up, so we're going to let a few of you guys jump back in here now and join us again. Try to get this shared out onto some of our platforms as well. My dogs are about to freak out and start barking, so get ready. Told you. There's
California. Did they do anything down there today as far as the meeting? I thought that was today.
I don't remember. Shut up, dogs. My God, I'm going to kill my dogs. That's it. They're dead. Just kidding. I love them. All right, guys. If we got a few more of you jumping in here now again, sorry about that. This has been a struggle trying to do these live feeds, and Comcast internet's been going in and out for all of us lately, and it's been a mess trying to do these things. But if you guys were joining us before, we had a giveaway going, giving you an opportunity to win a short bus flasher and a Brad's Killer fishing gear plug. So if you want an opportunity to win these things right here, just do us a favor and let's get a bunch of people in here. The only way we get a bunch of people in here is if you guys share this out there for us. Text message it to some friends, share it on your Facebook feeds, Instagram, wherever. Tell people to come join us tonight. We're going to be talking about spring Chinook fishing. We got Nick Popoff going to be joining us. Cam's here with us. And we have a special guest, actually someone that has worked with Addicted from the beginning of time. I think he was our first or second partner ever. Literally. He's been working with us since forever. First or second partner. Why are you making that face? You don't believe me?
He was holding up the first guy. I don't think he was first, but he was damn close. I think I know who was first, but for tonight he was first.
Regardless,
we love him.
Regardless, there hasn't been many people that have been supporting us as long as this guest that we have in tonight. So it's pretty awesome that we finally get him into a live feed. We're gonna have to do more. Get him on some Addicted lives. So stick with us. Share this out there. Give the video some thumbs up, and we're gonna randomly select someone from the comments to win this little prize pack here. So if you want an opportunity to win that, drop a comment below and just let us know where you're tuning in from. We're already seeing some people from all over the country. So. And before you guys, before we lost you, hopefully a lot of you guys are back in here, but before we lost you, we were talking just a little bit about the fishing closures and what we had going on here, but it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, and I can tell you one thing, that if fishing does not open by May 4th, May 5th, like they say it's going to, there's going to be... I think it's going to make a lot of sportsmen very, very upset. Very, very upset.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk to where and I don't know how many of you. There's I'm seeing 140 or 130 of you guys just on the one side. I don't know how many people are on Facebook right now, but you guys are still chipping in here. And if you guys didn't hear at the first part of it, like there's definitely a lot of there's 300.
There's 300. Nice.
Gotcha. So yeah, we've got 300 of you guys watching live right now. Thanks for you guys for tuning in and bearing with us. Trust me, this sucks as much as it is. This sucks as much for us as it is probably to watch this. Let's be honest. But we thank you guys for joining us. But yeah, I think we're going to try to do something where, like, we understand where the departments are in these decision-making processes as far as opening us back up. Unfortunately, I think as long as the stay home, stay healthy order goes, and if it continues to go past May 4th, we believe that the fishing will be shut down unless we can get some movement on the governor's side. And I think there's going to be an active protest in Olympia on May 5th or whatever that date is. But basically, it's going to be if we're not fishing, all the outdoorsmen are going to be on your doorstep. Hunters, fishers, shed hunters, mushroom hunters. I mean, everybody, because, the limitations put in place on this, we're not saying everything should be wide open willy-nilly, but us as a sportsman and as society, we're educated now. Like, we understand social distancing. We understand the merit of it, the importance of it. And quite frankly, every other activity and where it can happen, it's going on right now, except for we're locked out. And it's just unfair. And I'm honestly I'm just completely sick of it. So I think we're going to see some other talks. We got a lot of talks going on in the background with a lot of other organizations and large groups of people that are outdoorsmen and that are.
Dude, not to mention, if I want to go out and go fishing, or I want to go out and do anything, it's my right as an American. Period. That's what we're built on. That's what this country is built on. Freedom. We should be able to go fishing. We should be able to go do the things that we want to do. If you're one of these guys that thinks you're going to go out and get sick instantly and die because you went out, then stay in your house. But that doesn't mean that I should have to. Period. That's how I feel about it. I think we've done what we needed to do. I think we completely are prepared now in our hospital systems. I think everything is ready for us to go do things, right. Fishing included.
Outside, even take all the science and take all the numbers and just take it away. Like, just take it away. I still believe, even whether it's 10,000, 100,000, a million, right? There's 7.5 million people in Washington State, and other states have figured out and have actively promoted, whether they're in a better situation than us than not, and they're figuring out ways to be able to keep their outdoorsmen on the water, keep their turkey hunts going in the South. There's other states that have said, like, we don't even, like, if you're going to go out, like, don't catch and release. Like, you're only allowed to catch and keep. Like, there's even those kind of restrictions to where, like, if you go out fishing, they want you doing it for sustenance. They don't want you doing it for willy-nilly stuff. And I get it. But blanket closures for, hunters, blanket closures for fishermen, the closures of all the state lands where people can spread out. Instead, now they're crowding into every county and city park that remains open. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I think we need to send a message to the governor that because, dude, let's be honest, guys, this stuff ain't going away anytime soon. I think a lot of people have it in their head that on May 4th, we're going to be done with coronavirus, and we can get that. We're going to be fighting this thing for a long time. I mean, like, that's the harsh, sucky reality of it. And we need to know that our governor and that our department has, our back and our interest and their constituents in mind. And like you said, if people don't want to go out, don't go out. Like, no one's forcing you to go to the lake. No one's forcing you to go to the county park. No one's forcing you to go kayaking down the river. But there's got to be some give and take there. And I think the outdoorsmen in Washington are sick of it. So that's how I feel about it. It is what it is. I've got clients that have texted me. I've got 6 different clients that have texted me and are asking about trips, but they've gotten COVID. Like, they've tested positive for this. So it's like, this is a real thing. And I think people understand that seriousness, and our governor needs to give us a chance like he's giving everybody else. So that's all I got to say. I will read some comments here, but I'll let you do the giveaway, Marlon. So I'm going to get all pissed off, and I'm going to start ranting.
Well, we have 181 people in here now on the YouTube side of things. I don't know how many are on Facebook, but thanks again so much for joining us, guys. Like I said, we are going to be talking a lot about spring Chinook tonight. We're going to have Nick Popoff in here. We're going to have a special guest, one of our partners that we've worked with for years in here. We're going to bring him in just a second. But before we bring him in, we're going to give you guys one more opportunity to have a chance at winning these. So if you guys want an opportunity, do us a favor. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I see there's only 60 thumbs ups on YouTube. So smash that thumbs up button, share this feed out there, message it to a couple buddies, share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you like to share things, Reddit. Get some people in here. Join us. We're talking fishing tonight. And drop a comment below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And we're going to pick a winner here in, let's see, it's 7:05 in, 7:07, 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we will draw a winner. Someone's going to win a short bus flasher spinner and a Brad's Killer Fish KF14 gold double take.
I'm reading all these guys.
They don't work at all, do they, Cam?
No, they don't. But now that you know JT's got a Super Series flasher out in some of his spinners, you don't even need it. No, I'm kidding.
That's true.
That's until the water comes up, and then it's like, yeah, plug time. Right. Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't been out. Whatever.
Oh, I was fishing the Columbia today. Caught 3 fish.
Did you go 100 yards or 200 yards before you got your limit?
I was plunking.
Oh, okay. So how long did it take you to catch them then?
I wish I could say that was true.
Yeah, it's probably better than it's not. Right?
My neighbor across the street, I literally texted him today. I'm like, hey, you got any fish in that little pond across the street? He's like, oh, I don't know. My son put some bass in there when he was a kid. I was like, dude, you mind if I walk over there and make a couple casts? I'm trying to go. I haven't gone yet.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Like, I guess private land is open, and a lot of times some of the blowback we've gotten was from the state, talking about like what's fair and like what can be, opened up and what can't be. And like, I mean, even if they came out with restrictions saying that they don't want people clamming or they don't want people shrimping or Columbia River Springer fishing, like big destination fishing, I think everybody would understand that. Like, I don't think that, but right now, I guess you could fish on private land and I guess if you're lucky enough to have access to it, you can do it. If it's not on
which there's 198 of you watching on YouTube. I don't know how many on Facebook, but if you guys have a private pond or a private creek or something, send me a message. Hit me up. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a message on YouTube, Instagram, wherever you can message me. I'd love to just come social distance with you and fish your private pond. Cam would too. I can see he's smiling right now.
Yeah, I've got a few invites out there, I guess. But we'll see what happens.
What the hell? I have none. Come on. All right, Clint, 7:07. You want to draw a winner, please, for me, dude? Let's randomly select someone to win. We got a short bus flasher spinner here and a Brad's KF14. And then we're going to bring our special guest in here. We're going to talk about some salmon.
Yeah, I don't think if it's a state river or like something that doesn't count, like you can't do that, and there's a reason why. But I think if you have an enclosed, like private pond kind of thing, it matters. Oh, there's the
winner's coming up. There you go, James Hosley. James Hosley from Sheridan, Oregon. James on Facebook, you won yourself a Brad's Killer Fish and a short bus spinner. Make sure you shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Include your shipping address and exactly what you want, and we'll get this thing out to you, man. Thanks again for tuning in, and to everyone that shares these things and thumbs up some, and especially all you guys and gals out there that give us super chats. Thank you. We appreciate all you guys, and we're going to keep creating this content and keep doing all this stuff because you guys keep coming and joining us and tuning in. So what are you doing?
It'll get better.
You tying some leaders, Cam?
Oh, I'm just getting ready because I think we're going to probably need to bring our special guest in here and start chatting with him a little bit since we gave out the prize.
Yeah, let's do it. Clint, let's bring our special guest in here. Have him introduce himself.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Oh, is he here? Everyone, this is JT from Short Bus Flashers.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, JT. Have you been out fishing, or you been in your house just making flashers like a madman?
So I feel guilty saying it, but being in Oregon there, I do have the luxury of going out there, and I hate to say that being right on the border there. It's a little touchy subject, but I've gotten a couple of trips out. So it's been good so far. Thank you.
You been catching them?
First trip out there, I accidentally dropped one of the herring right on top of a fish's head, and I thought I was snagged and lifted up, and all of a sudden the snag started kicking back. So I did that time, and then
That's awesome.
Last week we went in social distance down at the coast on the private water that you're looking for, and accidentally caught a steelhead. So it's been a good season so far.
How did you reel that in?
I actually handed it off to one of my neighbors that came in. So it was more of a gift fish to him, thankfully.
Okay.
So.
We won't need to bring that up then.
I saw a couple questions coming here. A couple guys asked. Alan Fenwick said he's new to the channel and he's from the middle of nowhere and he doesn't know what Super Chat is. So Alan Fenwick, Super Chat, if you guys down in the bottom of the comment section, you can see there's a little dollar symbol there. And basically all that is it allows you guys to just contribute to the channel. If you guys like what we're doing, if you guys love the content that we're making and you want to help us continue to make content and support us, you hit that little dollar symbol and you can throw a little cash at us for supporting the channel. Or if you want, as you can see, Dean Doppelman just dropped a comment in there and see how it highlights his comment and puts it out in front of us. It just helps ensure that we see those comments and they're right in our face too, and we make sure we answer those things because sometimes the comments get flooding in so fast that we miss them. So,
yeah.
And that was for JT. He says, "Great equipment, JT. Keep it up."
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I guess to answer your question there, I'm actually doing the same thing as Cam. I'm twisting up some spinners there for my Friday trip. I'm going to go after work and give it heck for a couple hours. So.
Oh, what's that spinner you got right there?
That one is one of the new Tai blades.
So talk a little bit about that.
So it's a new 4.0. I don't know where my screen is. I'm sorry, I'm not used to these. So basically it's a 4.0, almost a Colorado, except for it has a little bit different bend for the Pete's sakes on there. Little bit larger than the normal 3.5 spinners there. It gives a little bit extra thump compared to the smaller ones, but it's been a good spinner there when we tested it out last year for the fall season. And I know that they work in the Willamette there, right? One of the old timers had them out there and decided not to make them anymore and decided to revive it again. So I know that it works on the Willamette pretty well.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I saw that thing and I'm like, damn, I need to get some of those for sure. I'm going to have to get you to send me some of those. I see Clint throw up on the screen. Everyone tonight, JT is gracious enough to offer all you addicts 15% off on his website tonight. So if you guys want to go get any of this stuff that we're going to talk about or any of his new spinner blades or flashers or anything that he sells on his website, you're going to get 15% off. Just use the code ADX15. And like I said, guys, JT has been supporting Addicted from the very beginning since the creation of this thing. He's been supporting us before any other product partner, before anything, before we had no followers. JT's been supporting Addicted. So if you guys could please do me a favor and head over to his website and support him. Go support him because he's been supporting us for so many years and he's always throwing us little giveaways and prizes to give to all you guys and stuff. So head over to his website, take advantage of this code, stock up on some stuff for salmon and also the fall season. You know, you got to get stocked up before all that. A lot of times the hot flashers, so you can't find them in the stores when you really want them.
So I am kind of shocked though. Who was the first one, Cam? I think you said you knew, but I thought I was pretty darn near the front when you guys got started.
Let's just say I think it's a scent company.
Dang it.
Sorry. It doesn't matter. Like I said, we love you long time. And yes, NJ's New Jersey Scratch family, thanks for tuning in. And Alan too, somebody asked if JT was the actual creator, maker of the short bus, and yes he is. Sorry, I just wanted to answer a couple questions there.
He is the mastermind. He's also the mastermind behind all the amazing names.
And I'm not going to take credit for every single one, but I was involved with it. Okay.
Hey, so JT, we got a super chat from Joshua McKinney. He's asking if they will they work for landlocked kings? So, you know, being the purveyor and the maker of all the the short bus brand. I mean, how much feedback do you get from the landlocked king guys, whether it's landlocked Northwest or landlocked maybe Great Lakes? Like,
it's kind of a hit or miss, to be honest with you. As long as the fish is large enough that you'll actually know that it's there, you can use the flashers, spinners, whatever. That's the biggest thing. It's the landlocked ones. Yeah, a lot of the big browns is where we normally see the lake fishing up there. Sometimes the guys with the kokanees are running the 5.5-inch spinners, and a lot of the bling wings actually has been pretty common with the smaller in the lakes also. So the 5.5s, yeah, especially off of a downrigger ball, is pretty darn common. Great Lakes, it's something that we're shooting for there. I've got a couple of guides that are using them over there, and it's mainly a triangle type of a fishery for me.
They haven't busted into the Super Series yet, huh?
I'm trying there. I'm just too. I don't want to use up my vacation time to head over to the Great Lakes. I am going to schedule a trip to go fishing over there. I'd like to get a group of guys to head out there with me, but it is on the bucket. You're going to do it too? All right.
Well, I mean, fishing Washington, right?
Just plan a constant trip over there.
There's got to be someplace. Just head over to Chicago and just start fishing is what I'm thinking. Anybody knows a great guide over in that way to set us up with probably 6 to 8 guys there. I'd love to hear some names on who to start to contact to set that up.
We've got some contacts over there.
All right.
What are we seeing? I see some people are saying they work great. They all work in Fort Peck Reservoir here in Montana.
There you go.
That works. What sort of fish is in Fort Worth, Montana?
Man, probably landlocked Chinooks or something.
I saw Gavin S. asked JT, he must have seen you throw up the hoochie spinner. He said, can you use hoochies on a spinner for spring Chinook? Do you find that works well, JT?
So I've been eating crow this year, to be flat honest with you. I'm a diehard bait person. I like to fish the herring this early in the season, and I'm getting so many pictures of people with spinners right now, and water I think is about 55 degrees in the Willamette, which normally it goes about 58 and then you'll start switching over. So some reason the spinners are working earlier this year than normal. So I am setting up for again this weekend with the hoochies on there. It's just a little bit extra motion to it there. And toughest thing is to figure out which color to start to working with there. That's my biggest decision of the evening.
Nice. What about you, Cam?
Well, I mean, the only day we got to actually go out and catch fish on the Columbia this year for my schedule.
Well, you can talk about previous years.
Right. I mean, honestly, like until later on, we always kind of, just like kind of alluding to what JT was talking about, where it's like, oh, it's temperature, and it just sucks because I think this year's kind of proving that otherwise, like you said, you're having to eat a little crow. I think we all are, because I think ultimately it has a lot to do with visibility than it does to do with temperature. I mean, obviously the sample size is real small, but we were seeing some really early fish caught on 360s and spinners this year. I think we had the right conditions for it. I don't know a time where the water clarity has been what we'd call pretty clear or good, 4, 5, 6 feet, where 360s and spinners, especially some of the colors JT has, haven't been effective. So temperature is one thing, but like I said, March 16th or something like that, we got one playing around during a slack tide with the 360 or with this Super Series, and that what do you call? I think it's the Big O color, JT.
The green.
Yeah, the half gold chartreuse. Yeah,
the Big O.
And
yes.
Just out of nowhere, and I had bait out. He wanted the damn spinner. I don't know. So I think there's something to be said for. And this year of all years, we got beautiful weather. It's been a great spring for some, but if I think we can get out there and fish a little more, I think it's gonna be a spinner year. I mean,
generally it's middle of May is when I'll start switch over to a 360. Normally it's triangles and herring. So That's what I tell everybody. And then all of a sudden somebody will send a picture saying, well, we just threw out a 360 for a Hail Mary and we caught a fish with a spinner. And I thought, all right, well, you got lucky. And then you get another picture the next day and it's like, all right, fine, you guys win.
You guys win.
So,
well, which you got to be hating that.
well, it's I overthink. I think guides probably do the same thing too. It's you think you have it figured out there. This is what you do in this at this time of the year for this temperature, and then you see somebody off to the side catch something on a rigging that you have no idea. You're thinking there's no reason that should work, and you switch over, maybe throw out one. You have somebody on the boat that doesn't know any different. You say, I'm going to throw something on yours. I know this works, and the back of your mind you're thinking you're not going to catch a fish, and sure enough, that rod goes down. So I think we've all eaten crow at one point or another.
Yeah. Well, we better let who's this weird guy we got in the bottom left corner of the screen? We better let this guy introduce himself.
What's going on, everybody? Nick Popoff with Field Rio Guide Service and Addicted Guides, just here to hang out and talk springer fishing.
You don't catch any springers, dude.
Not this year. I literally am yet to go out and spin herring, but it's coming real soon. The boat's in the water and ready to go. Hopefully, it's been kind of a shame watching what's going on in Washington and all across the board. It's just been kind of tough, and so I've just been kind of hanging out and just maintaining with everybody else, spending some family time and just getting my stuff all in order. And hopefully once we get the green light, man, we'll be back out there.
Yeah, for sure. I hope it's sooner than later. That is for sure. I'm going to use this opportunity. I am going to get another little giveaway going here. This time we're going to give away a short bus Godfather spinner, which Cam can attest to how amazing this spinner is and how good it works.
I'll attest to that one.
I was say, if you can look into my spinner box here, you can see about 2/3 of the spinners from fall are all those that damn Godfather.
They're all Godfathers. Yeah, this thing's freaking money. So we're gonna give away one of those tonight. We're also gonna give away a Brad's Kokanee cut plug in the red glow. So if you guys want an opportunity, if you guys are tuning in, you want an opportunity to win these things, all you guys got to do is make sure you hit that thumbs up button, smash the thumbs up. Share this out there, family and friends. Share it on Facebook, YouTube, all the random little places where you might share things. And then drop a comment below and let us know what your favorite color short bus flasher is. I want to know what your favorite color short bus flasher is that you like. And if you haven't fished short bus flashers or you haven't seen them, I guess you better go on the website really quick and look at all the colors and come back and tell us what your favorite color is. What is your favorite color short bus flasher spinner that he carries? Start dropping some comments. Let's see it. We got some people already saying they don't have any yet. What do you hold up there, JT?
Chartreuse Hunter is the go-to every time to start.
Uh-oh.
Electric pole dance.
Electric pole dancer, that's a good one too.
It's a great one in the Willamette.
Did we crash our comments here?
No, they're coming through for me.
Oh, that's right.
Godfather short bus flasher. If you guys seriously, if you don't know the name of the flashers or whatever, if you're new to salmon fishing or you're just not from around here, just drop a comment below. We randomly select from the comments. So if you don't have one, you don't know, it's all good. Just guess. Say green, say red, say whatever.
Make up a random name and I bet you it's one of them.
It's probably pretty close, yeah. If not, it's a good one. We'll use it.
Dude,
That's right.
Sweet Abby's mine. I've caught so many fish on that Sweet Abby flasher.
Yeah, that's probably going to go down as one of the all-time greats.
For sure. Golden Shower, that's a good one too. And what an amazing name. I just want to say Golden Shower all the time.
Come on, Cam, you're better than that.
Hallucinator, yes, dude. I caught my biggest springer ever on a hallucinator. I wish I had a picture of it that we could pull up on the live feed. Actually, Forrest Shields Cam came up next to me and took the picture of the springer because it was a wild and there was a sea lion trying to get it. So Forrest came up in his boat and chased the sea lion off, and we were able to land that or let that springer go, and hopefully it was safe because it was a monster wild. Yes, there it is. The hallucinator.
That's the one flasher that I will not use come hell or high water. My wife came up with it, so as soon as I catch a fish with it, I know that I'm never going to hear the end of it. You're not supposed to show the customs, buddy.
What is that? Pop off? What do you got in the left corner, bro? Why you?
Nothing. He doesn't have anything.
I don't have
any
any
same crap. All right.
So
So
there's
we've
a
done a couple of customs throughout time. So it's
We just
you have
lost.
an idea. We can make whatever you want.
We just lost JT all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Hey, but seriously, JT, talk a little bit about that. Tell everyone, how if they do have an idea or a flasher that they want to make. I think that's one thing that makes your business super unique. And one thing I've always loved is just you allow other anglers out there to get creative and create their own flashers.
So the model that we started with is that everybody has their own preference there. I can put out 1,000 different flashers. I can hand it to you and say, this is the best flasher in the world. But if you don't trust it, if you don't think it's going to work, you're not going to fish it effectively. You're not going to be following the bottom. You're not going to be tending to your rod. So if you have a flasher that you believe in, be it a color that we don't make, I'll make it for you. If it's a color we have, I'll put it together. Like I said, if it's a color that you believe in, you're going to fish it harder, and more often than not, that's part of the game. It's not, it's putting a flasher, putting the herring or whatever your bait is in front of a fish, but you've got to be able to watch the rod. Make sure that you take the time to get it down in the zone. Follow the bottom there, and if you don't believe in what you have down there, you're not going to fish. You're just going to be BSing with your buddies and halfway going into it. So I truly believe that if there's something you need, we can make it for you there. It's any color. There's no limits on what we can do.
Well, and there's nothing more satisfying like catching a fish on a flasher that you like designed too. There's nothing more satisfying on it.
Well, I think you nailed it. Confidence is everything in what you're fishing. I mean, that's huge.
It's a big deal, and normally what and I don't know if you guys do this too, but I go out with quite a few flashers in the boat just to test. But I start with a normal lineup. I may have 6 or 7 of them, but they're ones that I know are good ones that will work where we're at. I'll give my people the opportunity. I'll say, hey, you select, you pick, and it gives them the confidence. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I already know this is going to work in this area. But if they get to select the color that they want, they're going to fish it harder than me having it rigged up on their rod and ready to go. And it's a mental game with it.
Absolutely.
Well, except for when I catch you down at buoy 10, you're all running one color.
So there's a lot of times too where you see Sweet Abby come up on every other rod, and you switch over just because of that.
Yeah. No, I think it pays. Sometimes it pays to be a little bit different too, for sure.
Yeah, how many calls have you got from people saying, I need chrome flashers?
Yeah.
That's all Cam's fishing is chrome.
Well, what's interesting is when the guides, like the one that Nick held up, the custom, all of a sudden you'll get other guides calling up and saying, I want that Nick custom that he has. You're thinking, what the heck are you talking about? He came over and he made 30 different colors, and they'll have a picture from 100 yards away, and all you see is a little dot. It's like, oh, crap, I don't know what they're talking about.
Shocker.
Hey, I see we got a super chat from Ethan Luna. Ethan says, keep doing what you guys are doing. I love it. Thanks so much, Ethan, for the super chat. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy.
Yes, that's